contracted COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, in the early 2000s, which eventually led to me attending Papworth Hospital for assessment because my consultant in Leicester thought I may be eligible for a transplant. The decision to go on the transplant list was left up to me. And it did take some time for me to agree to go on the transplant list. Once I did, I was then went to, at that time it was called Papworth Hospital in Papworth in Cambridgeshire. And I had a 3-day assessment to see if I was suitable for a transplant, which I was. And then again, it was left up to me to then to say, yes, I'm ready for a transplant. And it got to 2017 and basically I was so ill. I just couldn't see any other way other than a transplant. And so I had a bilateral lung transplant on the 11th of February 2017 at Papworth Hospital. The next few weeks you were monitored, your lung function was looked at, and they carried out things such as bronchoscopies to make sure that your lungs were functioning okay. And then you went on to regular visits to Papworth Hospital for a checkup to make sure that there was no sign of rejection. Also, along with the visits there, phone line, email, and new hospital in Cambridge, and of course it's now Royal Papworth Hospital. So I have to take medication. Your medication does go, the dosage does go up and down, mainly with your, if they spot any issues, they will then usually phone you after you've been to the clinic. It would be helpful to know how you're doing visually. So rather than having to go to Papworth every time. So if there was any way visually that you could find out whether there was a problem, that would be quite beneficial. I'm not sure how that would affect the medication, but I mean, I would love to come off some of it. And my initial thought was, is this for real? And of course it was, because, you know, I sent all the information. But reading the information, it did seem that it would be beneficial to people, because with the skin flaps, I understand it's the coloration of the skin that you're a recipient of, tells you how things are going with you. So it does sound, I think bizarre is the word I used, but reading the information packs, it does look like something that would be beneficial to lung transplant patients. And I'd like to see further research into that. Thank you.